Shalom, brothers and sisters in Christ. Wow, what a good time it is for God to deal with us. And I continue with reading Psalm 37, and we are at verse 3, and I want to read the second part of verse 3, and it says, "Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness." Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Remain in the land. Stay in the land. These times we are told we cannot travel. And it's a time where we to wonder what it means to dwell in the land. It means to really live in the country. Be aware that as we stay in the land, that we are to feed on his faithfulness. As I have said many times before, the one thing God cannot deny is his faithfulness. Whatever the circumstances are, he remains faithful. And that's what we need to feed on. We need to feed on his faithfulness. See how faithful he's been to the nation of Israel. Time and time again, he forgave them. Time and time again, he blessed them. Time and time again, he provided for them. Time and time again, he took them back in. When they were far away from God, when they repented, they came back to God. God said, yes, you are still my son. You are still my daughter. We need to feed ourselves in this land on that issue of his faithfulness. Now we can ask ourselves, how faithful have we been to God? And maybe the answer to that is we have not really been faithful. We have not truly sought him. We have not really obeyed him. We have not really given ourselves totally. We have still been living in fear, being anxious, being wavering, and all these things. And yet maybe this is the time for you and I to really reflect on our lives. To reflect not only on his faithfulness to us, which we are supposed to feed on, which means we have to read about his faithfulness, which means we have to read his word to understand his faithfulness to the people. When the nation of Israel left Egypt, and there was a huge water in front of them, there was the army of Egypt behind them. Maybe they were not able to see any way out, and yet God revealed his faithfulness by making a path, by making a way where there was no way. They were able to go through the waters, cross the waters, arrive safely on the other side. Even though the Egyptians drowned, the nation of Israel conquered. That is the faithfulness of God you and I have. So let's reflect this day. Reflect on your faithfulness to God, on your dedication to God, on your trust in God, on your belief system in God. Don't just believe when it's needed. Believe all the time. Trust all the time. Submit yourself to God all the time. Surrender yourself to God all the time. My prayer for you today is stay healthy, stay well, stay blessed, stay in God. Because ultimately, once it's all finished, it's him we have to face. Remain faithful to God. Feed on his faithfulness. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he shine his face upon you. Have a blessed day. And remember, rejoice in the Lord always. Have a blessed day. God be with you.